Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a month. I think the last video I posted was me being sad that I couldn't be with my friends. And a lot has happened since then. Don't have to tell you. You know. If you don't know,
now you know.
If you want to know where my shirt's from, it's from the lovely ladies at Park Hoppers on Parade. I don't know if they're still making this design, but they still have a lot of cute shirts. They sent this to me a long time ago. I still love it. From one of the best rides ever, Matterhorn. If you want to check it out, their shop will be in the description box down below. As it's become a custom on my channel and for certain videos, I dedicate videos to people who give me ideas or want me to do things specifically. So Kristen, this one's for you. Me and my dad, if you don't know.
Dad.
You're supposed to say now you know.
Now you know.
Okay, so me and my dad are going to be making Disneyland style corn dogs. So we have all of our ingredients out. I got the recipe from someone who blogged about it, did it online. I'll put that in the description box, but they're all in front of us.
What do we have here?
We have 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, ½ a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of buttermilk. We actually do not have any buttermilk, but we made a buttermilk substitute, which is just 2% milk with a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 quarts of vegetable oil, which are in our frying pan over here, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, which will go into the mixture, and then a little secret ingredient that no one seems to tell you about when you're actually listing it is cornstarch to adhere the batter to the actual dog. This recipe makes 10 hot dogs. We're preheating the hot dogs a little bit so they're already kind of cooked, so that when you put the batter on them, you are basically not eating raw hot dogs, because the batter tends to cook faster than an actual wiener would cook.
We have 8 hot dogs, but we have 2 Polish sausage.
You want a Polish sausage, or?
Your mother did.
Mom wants Polish sausage. So 2 Polish sausage for Mom, 8 hot dogs. There are a few of us who are going to eat, so I think that'll be enough, especially
it should be enough to
if we make
accommodate it.
Yeah, it should be good. Let's get started. We need to mix our ingredients. So we're switching to the phone cam, which should be just as good. We're gonna need to mix all of our dry ingredients first, mix all of our wet ingredients second, mix them together, and then let it all sit for 10 minutes. Got 1 bowl here for dry ingredients. Would you go ahead and insert the cornmeal into the bowl, please?
Inserting cornmeal. Cornmeal inserted. Let's see what it is.
Okay. Next thing is our all-purpose flour.
Come on.
What's the temperature that you need on this?
360.
This is Brandi's aunt, my sister.
Who you've seen multiple times in Disney vlogs. All-purpose flour, please.
Inserting all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour inserted.
Dogs are heated. Okay. Next thing, more dry ingredients. Our sugar, please.
How many is this?
That is 2 tablespoons, of granulated sugar.
sugar.
Watch your finger.
Then we have
The baking powder.
baking powder.
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons.
½ a teaspoon of salt.
½ a teaspoon of salt.
Then we're gonna whisk that all.
Whisk.
We're gonna whisk that all together until it is well combined. Our goal for this is to make it taste like we're on Main Street. That's our goal. All right, our next thing we're gonna do is mix our wet remaining ingredients. Now, note the cornstarch is not mixing itself into this at all. You will be putting the cornstarch on your hot dog itself and then dipping the hot dog or veggie dog or your Polish sausage link into the batter afterwards. Hot dogs are coming out of the oven, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix the wet ingredients while we wait for that. So your main wet ingredients are your buttermilk or our buttermilk substitute, the vegetable oil, honey, and your 1 egg. This is a bit thick. I know. Ooh, love that. Making sure my egg is thoroughly mixed before I add my vegetable oil. Next, the fun part, the honey. Look at that, just disappears. 10 points to you if you know where that reference is from. What is your favorite pastime at Disneyland or California Adventure? What's your favorite pastime?
My favorite pastime.
Mm-hmm. When you think of like your favorite Disneyland memory, like what pops up?
One of them is the first time I had a Main Street corn dog.
Really?
It was one of the greatest times when I first was introduced to the Main Street corn dog. Now, when I was a kid, before there was all of that, when I was a kid, we had so much to do at Disneyland that's not available anymore. You know, the picnic area was there. You know, where California Adventure was, right there was a parking lot, and then in between where the parking lot was and Disneyland was.
If you can't hear, Auntie Sean is moving on.
Instead of picking up chairs, she's sliding.
We're great. Okay, parking lot where California Adventure was.
There's a picnic area there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because that's where they would drop you off the train. Take you from the card.
You doing this thing?
I am going to go ahead and add my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients, but please continue with your story, by all means.
Okay. Like my sister said, that's where the tram would drop you off in front of the main gate. But there's a picnic area there. So after we did halfway through Disneyland for the day, we would get our picnic lunch and go out to the benches and we would eat. And then it was a race to the Matterhorn. Race to the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn was the first thing on our minds.
Switching back to this camera because my phone got hot, I think. I don't know why it stopped. But please continue. So you raced to the Matterhorn.
Race to the Matterhorn. When we were kids, everything was tickets. You had to buy tickets. You had A, B, C, D, and E tickets. And the best rides were E-ticket. That was the best ride you could get. The Matterhorn was an E-ticket ride. Mm-hmm. Anything roller coaster oriented was an E-ticket ride too.
So what would you deem as like an A-ticket ride?
A-ticket?
Yeah. What would
Storybook Land. You know, stuff as you get older, those rides, you know, they're less exciting for you. One of my all-time favorite memories for Disneyland was introducing you to Disneyland for the first time.
I don't want to add more liquid to the bowl. Continue, tell me more.
Yes.
What else happened?
Oh, you were afraid of a lot of stuff there.
Everything.
Oh, I know the story. So, I was carrying my niece Brandi in my arms. And here comes Mickey Mouse. I don't know how many of you have had a small child crawl up the side of your body and wrap themselves around your head trying to get away from Mickey Mouse.
This guy.
Yep, right here. That's exactly what she did. She was so afraid of Mickey that she climbed up and wrapped herself around my head to get away from him.
And her mother doesn't like big head characters either.
She likes Sully from Monsters Inc. for some reason.
And he's the biggest
He's
one.
the biggest one that walks around the park. So our batter's good. We're supposed to let it sit for 10 minutes, let it rest for 10 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it rest, pour it into here, and then we'll be right back.
It's important that you make sure that.
Oh, I forgot we had those. Sorry, my bad. We also have skewer sticks to actually put the corn dog into. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. This is it.
Sorry. Is that what you were gonna say?
I'm just a guest here.
Sorry.
That's fine. You did good. You did good.
Was that really what you were gonna say?
Hey.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. No, because it's a show.
Okay.
Rachel Ray doesn't step over a guest. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I've been
That's a
doing
whole
it for
other story.
25 years. So, what we want to do is make sure that the hot dog gets completely submerged in the batter. So, we have to have whatever we're dipping in has to be thin enough so that the batter doesn't spread out too far, because if not, you won't be able to dip the hot dog completely in the batter.
Got it.
Something like that.
No. I think you worded it perfectly. Yeah. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So what my dad's doing right now is patting the hot dogs dry.
Just say dry.
You want to pat them dry. You want to dry your dogs so that the batter sticks to them better than if they're damp. Yeah, no one wants a moist wiener.
Inserting stick.
So right now we are inserting our sticks. Because we have only the recipe calls for popsicle sticks, but we live in Southern California and it's summertime. So guess what the first thing that came off the shelf was? Popsicle sticks. So we have skewers, and what my father did was break them in half to make them a little bit smaller. And the skewers are actually kind of sturdy, so they're not too weak for the dog.
You're inserting surgically. You have to make sure it goes straight in. Make sure you twist it a little bit. That way, you make sure it goes straight in and doesn't pop out the side. Nothing like a corn dog that has been stuck improperly.
So, our batter has officially rested for 10 minutes, 6:55, it is 7:05. We have 42 more seconds left. My timer over there is letting me know 6 more seconds left. That is our timer. Does not have it light up yet. It's not lit. Would you like to check or
Here
order?
we go. We're done sticking.
Dogs have been stuck. They've been done sticked up. So how do you want to pour the batter in here?
Okay.
Okay, can we...
I can't stop it.
I can't stop it.
Cleaning as we go.
She reminds me of Lucy. Anything we get on TV. Just kidding.
She said, "Oh my gosh, no!" We're moving to the Dickies cup. This is a little bit too tall for the amount of stick given. It is very pretty, and we'll use it in another video. Look forward to that. So something we didn't know that was actually a little trick that we found. A few people doing the recipe as well for corn dogs, and it turns out that cornstarch is the actual key to making this batter adhere to the dog. People have a hard time. He had a hard time when we tried to do it earlier this week.
Okay, you can back up now. 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 You can back up. You can back up now.
He had a hard time adhering the batter. You put some cornstarch on there, dip it in here.
I'll let you dip. Because I have a cornstarch hands.
Okay. Oh, but I don't like frying.
Then what we're gonna do? We're gonna test fry one before
You don't
we.
like what?
I don't like frying.
That's all right. That's all right. Inserting. Done. Here we go.
Do you need the basket or no?
Yes, we're gonna need the basket. Here we go. Okay, we need the light so we can't have everybody all over it.
Too much batter?
No, it's good. It just popped open almost like, but it's still coming out good.
So I'm going to go ahead and line our container with paper towels so that when we take them out, we can pop them in there. So here's our first dog. Smells like a corn dog in here.
Lucy.
Apple.
I am.
That smells so yummy. I'm going to try the next one.
Okay. Don't let it sit on the grate when we put it in.
Okay.
You know, let it fry a little bit and then let it drop.
Good job.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so we're done.
Here it is.
We're done. It didn't take that long. The recipe says it'll take 40 minutes. We took a little bit longer because we talked through it, obviously. But
Plus, we were cooking them like 2 at a time.
Yeah, we were. We were trying to make sure we can get them the best looking versions of themselves as possible. But I think they look really good. They smell really good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see any more Disney foods that maybe like we can try to recreate. I don't know what else is like exclusive to Disneyland.
Mickey pretzels.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so like put in the comments down below if you want to see us try any other Mickey themed, Disneyland themed treats. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content. You can follow me on my Instagram and Twitter, all on the screen somewhere. And now I really want to taste these because I'm hungry. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that look really good.
Yeah.
Right. Way to go, Brandi.
That's mine.
It's not as crispy, but it's also because we probably let them sit. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Forgot to put in the video. I said I forgot to put in the video. The Kristen are really good. So now you have to make yours. You have to let us know how they come out. Okay. Bye.